Good evening to all. Welcome to Savage AF. 'Tis a dark, dark world we live in. No, snap. I forgot. I got my lens cover on. My bad. Savage AF, y'all. You know what it is. It looks like we drove solo today, but cheers to that. Your boy is back. No longer going with the Billy Ray Valentine homeless look. Still a little congested, but otherwise feeling about, I'd say 80%, 90. Let's call it 85. Let's just meet there. Yeah, I was sick the other day, but yeah, feeling much better, man. Savage AF. Forget your feelings, facts matter. This is gonna be a Dro solo edition. Shang is out on the road in New York, living life, doing the whole thing. And I'm here for you guys. We're right here. Forget your feelings, facts matter. This is the show that gives you, politics, hot topics, current events, in an I don't give a fluff kind of style. All right. We're here for you guys typically Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, typically on YouTube and Facebook live simultaneously. If you ever miss us live, man, are you a druggie, huh? Yeah, oh goodness. What are you, part of some smash and grab crew? You're too busy? Anyways, you can catch all of our archive shows on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/C/SavageAF World. Look, it's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Oh man, there. Oh wait, here comes another one. Here, okay. So it's scrolling right there at the bottom of the screen. Savage AF. You know what it is, man. On YouTube. Some of you are kind of bad people. Got that rep. You've been kicked off of YouTube because they have standards. Where do you go from there? A place with no standards. Meta. Facebook, that is. Go Savage A.F. That's how you would find us on Savage. Just like Lady Hazel May has it spelled right there. Savage A.F. You see it? Hey, fam. What's up, Lady Hazel May? I also see Damani in the building, Maya Baker, Bronda. Always unpredictable. Thank y'all for being here as the building continues to build. Again, this is a Dro Solo edition. Beyond the YouTube, beyond the Facebook, we also need you on the gram. It's the most important thing in the world. Okay, you just don't matter as a human being if it ain't on the gram with 1 million, 3 million, 6 trillion followers. At Comedian Shang on the gram. At Black Pedro on the gram. And on the twin cousin app, Threads, same damn thing. Ain't nothing changed but the name in the game. You know what I'm saying? Black Pedro, Comedian Shang. You know what it is. At us. What else do we usually talk about? I could give you all the graphics, but make sure you guys are subscribing, notifying, clicking the bells, do the thumbs up. I'm just gonna do live theater for y'all here today. I don't know what's going on. I was trying to pull this video in for you guys, for my first topic for you today, but it doesn't want to seem to airdrop from my phone to my computer. I don't know what's going on, but I'll you know me. I'll bootleg the hell up out some media on this show. That's what we're here for. Woo, and right on time, man. Savage AF. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Cheers to that. If you got one, tip it and sip it. it's only on this show I come up with these little phraseologies that I'm like, I've never said that before. Tip it and sip it. Never heard nobody say it, but that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna tip it and sip it. Got me a new catchphrase. Okay. Put the pinkies up on the burr. Okay. Well, that's what it is. Okay, my friends. This how it's going to be. Can't leave me alone. We got AJ Fit in here. AJ Fit is in the building. He's shocked he hasn't been banned with some of the comments he leaves on videos. I do not doubt that, brother. We believe in you. But yeah, man, thank you for joining in. Maya Baker asked, I'm presuming about Shang, is he walking or swimming? Yeah, I think yesterday I was talking about how there is like airports were flooded. People were waiting in waters and waiting in water at the terminals. You know, New York got a lot of basement joints, man, like a lot. Basement apartments and bars and clubs and comedy clubs and things like that. Yeah. You know, where you at street level and then you go down to get into the place. That's fucked. You know what it is, y'all. All right, Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. It's Thursday, October 5th, 2023, in the time-space continuum. This is a Dro Solo edition. The drain system is jacked. You know, and that's before we really get into the show. But, you know, we can make this part of the show. We can make it interactive. If I'm talking bullshit that y'all don't want to hear about, you know, holla at your boy. That doesn't mean I'm going to do shit about it, but go ahead, holla. You know what I'm saying? Oh Lord. Yeah, their drain system is jacked. I mean, I think the overall lesson to be learned from a city like New York going through flooding like this, and yeah, it's coastal, right? Like it's on the water, but it is, you know, our sort of beacon city, right? Above the capital, DC. It is, you know, it's called the city. Like when you're in the area, when I was in college in the area, people be like, "You going to the city tonight?" And I'm like, "Which one?" And they're like, "New York." I'm like, "Oh, my bad. I thought there's another Philly's right there. Like, you know, which city?" But you know, it's supposed to be America's shining star, and the infrastructure's fucked, right? Subway system old as hell. Obviously, drainage issues. You know, and all that shit gonna bring up the rats and all this. And it's old. It's a very old city. The East Coast is just older than you know. The further west you move, the younger the shit is. But I think overall, it's a shining example of how poorly America has maintained its infrastructure in keeping up. You know, not only with population densities, but environmental and climate change as well, right? So, yeah, yay to Biden for his infrastructure bill, and hopefully things like this in you know, huge population center like New York, you know, disasters are going to happen, but you would think the city could better handle heavy rain, and if not, they should be fucking planning for it now, right? Damani Jones said, "How can you get flooded water out of a basement? Though you got to get pumps. Like you literally have to get a hose down there and a pump machine, bro. Like a wet vac, but like industrial shit, depending on the basement. But yeah, you have to pump it out, like vacuum that shit out, basically. Wet vac, big ass wet vac. You know, Black and Decker and shit like that. They're chomping at the bits. Like, got a puddle in your home? Let me see. AJ Fitz said NYC been in threat of flooding and completely becoming inhabitable. I mean, To be honest, for the past 30 years, I thought it was inhabitable. It's just too many motherfuckers there. Rats the size of Shetland ponies. The smell is something that nightmares are made of, especially in the summer. Every city has its issues. There's a great, so many great things about New York. Love to visit. After the summer of 2000, when I lived there, came right on back to LA. Like, nah, we good. Now, one experience there made me say, you know what? I should be in New York. Huh. No, sir. No, sir. Treehead want to get into coastal wars now that she done left the borders. Now that you're not even in the country no more, she's like, still better than LA. It depends on what you want. You know, our rats here are pretty chill. They just want to hit your weed and move along. But in New York, they're pretty aggressive. They're like, yo, you got room in your apartment or what? It's like, nah, bro. When flooding like this occurs, it's like shit. And admittedly, LA isn't built for flooding like that either. I mean, we had hellacious storms earlier this year. This year started. We had two different 2-week periods of straight up rain every day, and that I've never seen that in 24 years here. And yeah, admittedly, this a place like this is not built for that. But that was way outside our typical weather patterns, being that this is a desert. And while there is a rainy season, it don't rain like that. I think that should alert LA to maybe needs to deal with atmospheric rivers. But essentially, I'm just saying we should, as a nation, use New York, and but specifically I think New York because of its wealth power status. It's America, the Statue of Liberty, and New York, New York. It's like if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Um, so we need to fix our infrastructure in this country, and Biden's got a plan for it. Republicans, they don't have shit going on, man. Listen, speaking of not having shit going on, I don't think I even got this in here. Sorry, but Florida, man, I can't deal with y'all. This story, and hopefully I can convey it at all to you guys in some sort of way that is communicative. But when you hear this, pretty sure the feeling's gonna be.
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
All righty then. LaKeon Woods. I'm gonna bring his name up really quickly. When you're when I'm by myself, it's a little bit harder for me to do all the things at once. All of the things. But I'm gonna try and bring up an image of this brother real quick. Yeah, here we go. Okay. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. The young man said his name. He's still alive, but his name should be said. I do this. Present here. This is Jacksonville, Florida. And boom, boom, boom. Skling a ding. LaKeon Woods, right here. Do we see that? That's after an encounter with the Jacksonville police. This is on here on the left side of this sort of blown up image. You can see him as they're placing him in custody. How he looks there. I guess thank God he's alive. would be, I guess, the best thing you could say about that situation. I don't even have the details of the encounter or what the stop or whatever was for. We all know it was black wild. Looked like the sun was out in that photo. See, it was black wild, sunny. But that being said, man, I like I said, I wasn't able to properly um, transfer this to my computer so that I could put it up like on the show. But what I'm gonna do for you right now is play the moments in which, or the moment in which his father, uh, the Keon Woods father, shows up on the scene and sees the image of his son, sees his son in real life, looking like the images I just showed you. Here we go.
Why the fuck you did my son like that? Hey, man, go. Hey, go. Hey, go. What the fuck? Go. Go. Fuck, man. Go. Get the hell out of here. Go. You better wheel your ass somewhere else. Man, are you serious, bro? I saw him, bitch. You better wheel your ass somewhere else, or you gonna be right there with it. That ain't right, man. No. Man, that ain't right, man. Why you gonna do like that, man? Bro, come on. I'm not gonna tell you again. You can go over there and watch. Not no threat, man. Come on. You can go over there and watch. I'm watching, man. Come on, man. Please, man. That's my kid, man. Back up. Come on. Come on, bro. That's it. Man, what you go. 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 Come on, bro. Go. Hey, man. Look at me. Man, what you have to do like that? I'm not gonna tell you again. You're all up in here. You can go over there and watch all you want. You don't fucking listen. What you?
All right. All right. All right. All right. Probably go through it one more time, but let's gather some initial feelings. Let's just Maya said, "Are we really surprised anymore?" My question is, what are we gonna do about it? Well, so this is outside of what I just showed you is like just this other layer to this thing where a young man has obviously been abused by the cops. Like obviously police brutality. No matter what he did or whether he ain't shot nobody or killed nobody, as far as I know. Man's eyes are swollen shut in his mug shot. What'd you say? Damani Jones said he ran off on them hoes and Buddy fell a few. Yeah, he fell. Yes, he tripped up a flight of steps. Obviously, police brutality. Which is why I just kind of started that story as a preface to what I really wanted to talk about was the treatment of his father when he arrives on the scene, who's obviously emotional like any other parent. But to be honest, above all else in this video, he's a man in a wheelchair. And I'm saying not just a man, but a black man in a wheelchair. Black while rolling. And based on the way that his son appears and looks, I guess it shouldn't be a surprise that, there's no humanity in these cops. But like they treated this man in a wheelchair like he was a threat. I mean, they didn't pull guns, but their speech was aggressive. You better wheel your ass back on over there. And I think at some point they said, before you end up just like him, which is to say, you know what, before I speculate, let's just go through one more time. And if I hear it, I'll stop it. And if I don't, I'll fire myself from this as soon as we start making money.
Did you have an update on rescue? Man, why the fuck you did my son like that? Hey, go. Hey, go. What the fuck? Go. Fuck, man. Go. Get the hell out of here. Go. You better wheel your ass somewhere else. Man, are you serious, bro? You better wheel your ass somewhere else, or you gonna be right there with it.
Okay. You better wheel your ass somewhere else, or you're gonna be right there with him. Okay. Now that sounds a little different. I think they could. You could interpret that as you're gonna be right there, arrested with him. Potentially, though, with your ass, based on what you if right there with him in that same place, that would not only just be arrested, but it'd be arrested with your ass fully whooped. Florida, man, come on, bro. Yeah. So I don't know if you disagree with, but I believe I heard them essentially threaten a man in a wheelchair that they would arrest and whip his ass like they just did his son. Let me see. Maya Baker said, "Fuck that." The white man who tried to enter the governor's office with a gun was arrested, but is now out on bail. Fuck out of here. Wait, do I know this story? Maya, shoot me a few more details here on this. Which governor? What state? Which office? Because I'm gonna spill the tea. I need to know that one. I don't think I know that one. But you know, we do know the overall tale, which is Wisconsin. Okay, thank you, Maya. I appreciate that. I wasn't aware. I missed that one, or maybe it's with all the shit, it got filed away. Okay, so yeah, I think we know the age old tale though of since European colonialism is a white man does something, slap on the wrist, just he's just a boy or what something, and then the black guy sneezes in public, shot 92 times. Black during allergy season, nigga. Black while allergy season. That shit could happen to us. It really could. But yeah, man. In addition to the zipping the shit out of this man, and I don't know if you know this. I'm not gonna play it again, but go find the video if you want to. But at the end, one of the cops gets behind the chairs like, you don't fucking listen, and like physically like pushes him in a wheelchair, which I admit is what I want to do to like Greg Abbott or Madison Cawthorn or whatever, right? But like to a grieving father who's seeing the evidence of his son being brutalized by the police, you would think they could muster up a little more sympathy. But that's my dumb ass. So I've been drinking, thinking, oh, maybe they could be human sometime. No, Pedro, wake up, nigga. Wake up. Please. So I don't mean to abuse myself on camera. Trigger warning. I get it. But that's what it is, man. Savage as fuck. Fuck your feelings, man. Facts matter. All right. AJ Fitz says, if you give a cop any resistance, give them an out, and they won't get in any trouble, especially being any kind of loud. They will say he is aggressive, wheelchair or not. Yeah, your resistance gives them an out. Absolutely. And to be honest, AJ, I don't know if this was your ultimate point, but I know I've said it before. But that's why I do say, you know what? I'm not even going to say that here because this doesn't apply. I'm gonna hold my tongue because I just realized how I was about to sound, and I need to shut the fuck up sometimes and just keep drinking. Wait, no, I just told myself, fuck it, we'll figure it out. But the reality is, his father did nothing wrong. He's obviously unarmed, obviously not a physical threat, emotional or spiritual one either. But what police are assessing typically are physical threats. And like AJ Fitz said, wheelchair or not, they're going to treat us as if we are one. I understand they have to keep their perimeter or whatever. But, when you hear an officer of the law who is white in Jacksonville, Florida, talking to a black citizen, a black man in a wheelchair who has reason to be emotional, right? And this should be a part of cop training. It's like, okay, I can see some video now. You've just whooped someone's child's ass, and they've seen it. What do you do now, right? It's like the way is to respond, like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that was your child," or "Forgive us," or the courts will, or "You're gonna be rich now, so just chill," and I'm gonna keep my job, and everybody, like, I don't know, but there's like no sensitivity training around. You just beat up a child. You just beat up someone's child. How do you talk to the parents? Ooh, okay. Maya wants to move on to some other tea. We can do that too. But let me see here. Maya asks, wait a minute. Lady Hazel May, before I get to Maya real quick, she said, some of them have upper body strength and will fuck up somebody if they get them on the ground. See, Hazel, you didn't say, I'm gonna call you Hazel, because that's not very ladylike. Stereotyping, because and that's going, and look, they're gonna take this comment right now. I'm pretty sure white supremacists are screenshotting this right now, and you spreading it as propaganda to say, look, even the ones without legs are strong. We must kill them all. We must build ramps toward the sea. If the ones with legs can't swim, then certainly. And that's when Aquaman comes through, my nigga. Return Aquaman 2. All right. And AJ Fit, as we move on, AJ Fit does give one bit of advice. AFTP always film the police. Amen to that. Police. Speaking of those who need to be police, would somebody get your GOP out there? Okay, I'm gonna ride with Maya right here, and just say she's asking who's the Speaker of the House gonna be? Jim Jordan, Trump. I love how you spell Jim, by the way. I see what you did. So wrestling reference there. Yeah. Now I see what you did. The only masculine sport where male lingerie is part of the uniform. Okay. Yeah, now I got you. Yeah. Well, the only two who have stepped up to try for the position, or will be stepping up to try for it, are Jim Jim Jockstrap Jordan, and Steve Scalise, I believe. Yeah. And neither voted to certify Joe Biden as the next president, as the current president of the United States. So they're in the shit bucket, Animal Farm, Donkey Fuck Family, Lord of the Flies. This motherfucking, I can't remember the aggressive, crazy one, what his name was, but these are the wild pack boys. They don't ever want to be rescued from the island. They just want to run around and kill each other and act like animals. Animals. But yeah, I'm that this is gonna be hard to call. It's kind of one of those things you don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I have been wondering about the rules. I haven't read up on them. Maybe somebody in here knows, but I'm like, just because the Republicans have the majority, does that mean that the Speaker of the House has to be um, the part of the majority party? Like, could the majority leader and the speaker be two different people? I guess, and I think that gets into the Trump argument. But Maya brought it up. The reason she asked Trump is because y'all girl, uh, Mountain Gorilla. I'm sorry, MTG. It doesn't stand for Mountain Gorilla. It's Marjorie Taylor Gorilla. My bad. But she, yeah, she's trying to. Her goal is to make Trump the Speaker of the House. Which is like, yeah. Okay, some shit. Wait, sorry. This is somebody just chimed in complete Spanish. Okay, I'm sorry, Alice Tosu. I don't know if this is a bot or some shit. Yes, my name is Pedro, but I'm Black Pedro, and I haven't other than my name, I haven't said a word in Spanish, and nobody else in the feed has. So I don't know if you got a translator. I see some money in here. Hola, mi nombre es Maria Mez. Okay, so your name is different than the avatar. So I don't even need to speak a whole lot of Spanish. And you live in France. I got that much. Padezco una enfermedad que me condena a muerta. So some got cancer. She's trying to raise money for cancer. Look at this. Look at this scam-tastic donkey foot. Okay, sorry. It's just when a whole block that big pops up in just Spanish. Yeah, we're gonna block attack that. And then I'm gonna take the comment out too. And then we're gonna do all of that. Leave y'all more room to talk. Could y'all see that? That was, yeah, of course y'all could. I put it up on the screen. Okay. That was weird. I could, I could, and I wasn't really trying to speak it. I was just like that. But I got enough out of the first 2-3 sentences to say that that was some bullshit. All right, you. Thank you. Comes in and says House rules say that the majority can vote on a speaker. Hypothetically, it could be a Democrat, but realistically, it won't. No, I get it. I get it. But what you're saying is there's a chance. Who's coming with me? But at this point, with the infighting, the reason I ask, me too, and anybody else, but the reason why I ask is that with so much infighting in the GOP and such a fractured caucus, I mean, could Hakeem Jeffries maybe pimp stick, a few votes out of the, just get a few votes, dog. Because he can get like what did the Democrats 208 or some shit like that or something. 212 or something. I don't know, 216 something. The Democrats are they're close. It's like they would need just like a handful of Republicans to come. I don't know. So much drama in the LBC or in the GOP. Miyu is also House rules state that if indicted person cannot be speaker. Yeah, I was gonna get to that. So that was part of the MTG illogic, as if she ever had any, is that she wants this guy, not only morally or logically, it seemed like a person would say, all right, well, this dude's got a lot going on. He's not only running for president, but he's got 91 counts against him across 4 indictments. And you want him to be Speaker of the House of Representatives of the United States. So, but she's totally ignoring the fact, obviously, or probably didn't even know with her dumbass, that, yes, like you said, Miyu, a person who's indicted cannot be Speaker of the House. Sorry. The shit kicked me off, man. If you guys are still there, I appreciate you. But yeah, the shit kicked me off. Okay, but yeah, we see how the Republicans don't follow rules. So I don't know where I got cut off at it, but I was agreeing with you, Miyu, that it's insane that Marjorie Taylor Greene would try and nominate somebody who just like obviously has too much shit going on, but then is like not even eligible based on all the shit he has going on. Like, but yeah, they don't give a fuck. But thanks for sticking here, Devani Jones. I see you still here. Yeah, that was a what the fuck for me too. I looked up and all of a sudden it was frozen. I was locked out. Felt like the Matrix. See what happens when you start speaking conscious, my brother. Yeah, man, that's what it is. But I was really just gonna flex with y'all about that the police brutality situation that we witnessed in Jacksonville there. But I'm glad you brought us to this place, Maya. I do appreciate that because no, it wasn't. Lady Hazel made check. She about to switch. She was about to switch to Verizon. I'm sorry. No, it was totally. I don't know what happened with my system, but Tawana, girl, she's saying howdy, and I'm about to wrap this shit up. And this would sometimes it be your own people. Y'all know we on from 3 typically to 4 p.m. typically Pacific Standard Time. But Twana, you always welcome. No matter what, girl. Just get you a leftover plate because we don't put everything else in the fridge. Mm-hmm. You know what it is, man. But we'll see. It will be fun to see the sort of dramatic infighting over who actually does replace Kevin McCarthy, and then understand that person, if they don't give in to lock the gates, hide your kids' gates. If they don't give him what he wants, or they're like they can be one vote away from being kicked the fuck out. So, it'll be fun to see this circus. I'd love to go as a kid. I'm gonna give me some cotton candy and a caramel apple, and some caramel corn, and some pop and some regular popcorn too. You gotta have a little of both. But that being said, man, Savage AF, fuck your feelings. Facts matter. This was a Dro solo edition. That's all I got for you today, guys. Obviously, I'm a busy man. Shit to do. I have a very responsible lifestyle here on the left coast. Don't try and stop me. Just watch me. But I'll be back tomorrow. I believe, God willing, and the creek don't rise. Unless you're in New York. The creek is literally up to here in this motherfucker. All that shit in your basement. Yeah, remember how cool that was? The dinette set, and thought you had a little apartment down there you was gonna rent out, didn't you? Built a new bathroom, huh? The whole shit is a slop tub now. Sorry, New York, but I hope it's not costing any lives, because ultimately that's the most important part. So I hope everybody's staying safe everywhere, wherever you are. In a wheelchair or not, watch the cops, not just the homies, not just the cops, but wait, what does he say? Not just the cops, but the homies you gotta watch. The moon is full. Look at them dark clouds. I'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm not sure if Shang will be in tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll keep doing this, and if you don't like it, what you say, motherfucker? Sorry, I told myself I wasn't gonna get like that. Don't take it personal. KIT. All right, tomorrow. I don't know what we're gonna talk about, but it'll be Friday. So let's get into some weekend shit. Until then, man, stay black if you are. It's pretty easy to do. The world won't let you not be. Do not be black if you're not. I don't even know why you would try that. It's not for everybody. Keep your finger out your nose.